Welcome back everyone, it's Steve and Sedona, Arizona. Oh my wow. It is absolutely beautiful here. These clay rock mountains. I don't think I've ever been in a place that had so much energy. And that energy with my energy, with the fact that I am eating nothing but Concord organic seeded grapes, and the fact that it's 11, or we just passed 11:11 and we're moving into 12:21. We have a new moon. There is a solar eclipse that just passed, and all of this is like a perfect place and a perfect time in my life to do a detox. And I felt so great, feeling so great. In between though, there are these dips, and so this morning at about 3:30 was a great moment. It was one of those where I woke up and I was like feeling so good, so happy, so excited. Can't wait for the sun to come up so I could go do a drive and watch the sunrise at a scenic location like this. And I felt so good all morning, and then around noon I started to feel tired and I went to bed and and I took a little nap. I was going to do a 10 or 15 minute, it turned into 2 hours. And I just woke up with all of this like fogginess, like I just woke up from a coma or something, and this whole like fog in here, and like my eyes, like I don't wake up like that. I usually wake up happy, ready for life. And so this is working. This is, we're digging deep. We're digging deep into this temple of mine to remove the obstructions so I could feel my own pure energy. And this is all okay to me. All of these like temporary tiredness, or my coughing or sneezing or runny nose or watery eyes or crying that I've been doing, all of it is so good because I know it's on the other side. And I actually love crying. Something about crying. I think my whole life I've been like holding in emotions, and for the last maybe 5 years or so, doing some inner work, and then 3 years ago getting into raw foods with the inner work. There's so much pent up in me that is now releasing. And so you guys see my videos, you've seen some of me crying. Sometimes I am like happy and jumping around and everything in between, and I always want to be real like that and let you see all of who I am, because all I am is love. All I am is light, and so are you. Whatever people told you, or your self-worth, or whatever happened to you, doesn't take away the fact that you are nothing but love. You are nothing but pure energy, and it's underneath the obstructions. And so food is one of those obstructions I removed from my life, and just removing that, it just feels like just all this energy. And so when I have this energy, detox, yes. When I cough now, when I sneeze, it's like, yes, detox, I love it. With all this energy, the body wants to do more than anything in the world is to repair itself, always wanting to repair itself. The body's always working for us, always wanting to do its best. And when we get out of its way, and raw food is just one way to get out of the body's way, it just starts to happen, and we start to have a better experience on this planet Earth. And I'm so grateful that I get to carry this message of detoxification. My real message is love and light. Raw food, it falls under the almighty umbrella of love. I mean, that's really, love is it. I don't have to tell you guys that. Love is the answer. We hear all these cliches. They're all true. Love is the deal. Whatever happened to us in the past, all of that stuff, we could at any time pick up from where we are. We don't have to compare ourselves to other people unless we want to feel bad. That's like right there. It's like you want to compare yourself to others, there's always going to be somebody better than you at something and worse than you in something. And if you want to, like, sometimes people look at other people who are worse than them or judge other people so they can lift themselves up. That's just like another form of an obstruction, judgmentalism. And I know, because I've had some of that myself, especially toward myself. And all of that is going away now. It slowly, it comes back, and it's, the ego always wants back in. I've had times where I've felt like I was so humble and practicing humility, really, and the ego says, look how humble you are. You're the most humble person in this room. Which is a joke. And so this is so freaking awesome to be here. And these detoxification symptoms, these temporary things, they do pass. I find that the number one reason, maybe there's two big reasons why people don't stay raw, is one, for the social aspects of it, because raw food hasn't been accepted mainstream yet, but it's happening. More and more people are coming to it. More and more restaurants are opening. More and more holistic health coaches and detox specialists and raw foodists are here to shine the light of our natural diet. It's we got off track for a while, for many, many hundreds of years. And especially in the last 50, it's with the processed food and the agriculture, all that stuff, just like, we're off track. And now we're just coming back to who we really are and what foods we really eat. And so I'm one of the people who carry the message. There's so many out there. I'm just so grateful. I would not be here if YouTube didn't have people like Dan McDonald, Robert Morse, Tim Van Orden. I don't want to start naming too many names, but those are like my three right there. I love Tim Van Orden. I love Dan McDonald. Love Robert Morse. These guys are just all like here. There's a lot of raw foodists here that are here. I like this. This is what I like. This resonates with me, and I know it resonates with you, and I want to be one that comes from here. I'll give you a little intellect and science that I learned, but this is the real deal, from the heart. That's where it's at. And so, I'm really grateful. Heading back to LA tomorrow. I am going to stop the cleanse, not because it's too hard for me or anything like that, but the Green Festival is this weekend, and I didn't plan for that, and I want to be there. I want to meet people. There's lots of people I want to meet this weekend, Green Festival in Los Angeles. And so tomorrow night I will break the grapes with some kind of salad, like a light salad, little light vegetables and stuff like that, and maybe a little bit of an avocado in there, and then get into like the Green Festival and do the rest of the year. Not so much of a detox, just kind of living life and meeting people. I want to meet a lot of people. I love meeting new people, love giving hugs. A lot of people I know from YouTube or whatever that I don't know in person, I want to give them big hugs. Or Facebook, same thing. And there's a lot of people who are starting to know me, and I go to places, sometimes people say, hey, you're so-and-so, you're Pure Energy Steve, are you Steve Factor? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, cool. And that is like, I'm spreading the message, and people are resonating with it, because this message is the message that hits our core. Our DNA wants fruits and vegetables. We were designed to eat that specifically, especially fruit. That is the number one food for mankind. And I get to know this truth. I get to know it and eat the fruit and love it and not do it perfectly. I go to raw food restaurants and I'll have superfoods and stuff like that, and there might be some fruit people out there who are saying, don't do it that way, do it this way, you got to be perfect. And it's like, I'm not perfect. I'll tell you all that right now. I am perfectly imperfect, and my life is unfolding. So until the next time, namaste, brothers and sisters. It is always an honor